What's up guys, A-Town Cards here. This can be a video response to fighton52's contest. Supposed to tell the most exciting moment you've ever had in sports. I guess it's pretty much not limited to anything. So it doesn't have to be a game you were at or a game you watched or anything. It can be any sport. So pretty open-ended. I decided to go with two here. One from my younger years and one for more recent. So I'll try not to draw this out too long. First one, this is from when I was 10 years old. I played flag football for 3 years. This was one of the last years I played sports before I got too fat and lazy to do it, but I had a lot of fun while I did. So flag football, 10 years old, I was the left tackle. Apparently in flag football, everyone who lined up on the ends, so the two tackles, if there were no tight ends lined up, they were eligible. He didn't have to declare eligible to receive. So we had one play where I would kind of do like a little block, and then I would kind of get off the block, I guess, and go deep. Kind of a weird play, but hey, it's 5th grade flag football. So anyways, we were in the last game of the year, and we were decent. You know, we won a few, lost a few. We did this play where I got open as the left tackle a couple times during the year, got a few yards off it. It was usually like a short pass. But this time at the end of the game, some of the details, oh man, this is a bummer. Some of the details are becoming a little fuzzy, unfortunately, but I do know that it was 4th down, and there was probably only like a couple minutes left, and we were probably a good, I don't know, it felt like we were 50 yards from the end zone, but I guarantee you it was like 15, 20 yards. And this play was called, so here was my chance to shine. Did my little block, ran deep, got behind the safety or whoever was deep, just kind of planted myself in the end zone and waited for the ball. Quarterback threw the 5th grader threw a perfect pass right over the defender's hands, who jumped up to make the catch, and it landed right in my hands, and it was the ultimate moment for me. Because it just doesn't beat, a game-winning touchdown catch. I don't care if you're in the Super Bowl in the NFL or if you're 10 years old playing flag football. Just nothing beats that moment. I do remember it was kind of a wet day. I do remember trying to spike the ball because I was so excited and wanted to be cool, and the ball slipped out of my hand. So I don't know who saw that, but yeah, it was kind of dumb. But yeah, that was just pure bliss. So that was amazing. Second one, a little more recent. This is just 2 years ago when the Packers won the Super Bowl in 2010. Just the whole road getting there and the build up to it was incredible. 2 weeks before the season was done, they had to win out to even make the playoffs. So Christmas Day they beat the Giants. New Year's Day they beat the Bears, got the 6th seed. At that point it was kind of just like, it doesn't really matter if they win any playoff games, it's just cool if they got in, when kind of no one was expecting them to. They went on the road, beat the Eagles. That was cool. Next week, went on the road to Atlanta, the #1 seed, and trounced them. I'm sure you guys remember that game. Rodgers just put on a clinic. That was insane. I think it was like midway through that game. I remember watching it with my parents and my aunt, and I remember like midway through that game, we all kind of had this realization like, hey, Packers are playing pretty good right now. They could probably win this thing, like win it all. So that was kind of the realization. Was like, man, now nothing's good enough besides the Super Bowl win. So obviously they won that game. Next week, go to Chicago, beat the Bears. Sorry, V. Guzman. And then the next week, obviously Super Bowl, Steelers. Incredible. So I was just watching the game at my parents' house with all my aunts and uncles, my whole family. It was just so exciting when they won. So that was probably the happiest I've ever been. Not even just sports. That was incredible. Loved it. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is. It's probably too long because I like to ramble. But I hope you liked my stories. I guarantee you none of yours can top that. I'm just kidding. You probably got cool stuff. But for me, that's what sports is all about. Making you excited, getting you happy. Riding the ups and the downs. Yeah, you got down moments, but hey, when your team wins it all, there's no better feeling than that. So, if you're rooting for a team that's never been there before, I'd just recommend keep watching. Stick with it. They'll win eventually, unless they're the Cubs. But they'll win eventually, and the payoff will be huge. So, yeah, that's all. Peace.